So, greetings, washers. It got me. I didn't want to stop. I have better things to do than play this game right now. But I was at 69%, and I was staring at it, and I was like, well, you can't just leave it. And they already saw you watch this much of it. Now, maybe nobody watched it because, you know, sometimes my videos don't get any views, but I choose to believe at this point that I have at least a couple of particularly dedicated fans who are really enjoying all the wild out games I'm playing. Like, you may be silent, but, you know, somebody's just like the subs are coming from somewhere, the views are coming from somewhere, and I like to believe, you know, I mean, I know on the videos, you know, like a lot of them, they're me, but there's a pretty big part of me now that believes that it is, you know, people, because people don't leave a lot of comments, people don't make it clear what they're doing. And while I could tell if I got a little bit more anal about the numbers, about the analytics, I'm still using the orange, and it's not as effective as the green. See, the green just like cut through it. Green just like churns through it. Even this stuff here, it's like moss or mold or whatever. Still doing better than the orange one was, and like the white one wouldn't even come to a start on it. Anyway, we're not going to stick around. Like, if this becomes really, really tedious, if it gets to the point where I'm like chasing down a 1% or whatever, we're going to leave. Because we definitely have some other stuff to do, and I do very much want to get to the washes that I haven't seen before in the game. You do have to unlock them all, you know, sequentially. There is kind of a plot, you know, at play here. There's kind of a... I'm still using the longo. That's why I was having so much trouble. Oh my god, I can't believe I was using the long. Yeah, there's a long attack, you know, like, so when I did I'd been using the short one for the longest time, and I got really, really used to it. But then I had to do some of the ones that were long range, some of the stuff that was far away. So I switched to the long one, and the only way you can really tell which one you're using, if you don't look at the menu, is the way the character is holding it. And I forgot that, you know, with the arm out, that's the long range and this is the short range. For some reason, I thought it was the other way around, even though now that I, like, visualize it in my brain, that doesn't make a lick of sense. But, you know, if you watched the previous episode and you got the impression that I was stressed out about it, you really, I think, missed my core message here. I'm going on vacation. I may be on vacation or on my way back from vacation by the time you see this. Because this is now the second PowerWash recording I've done in a row, and I wasn't planning on making any this week. I was going to play Supermarket Simulator, and maybe even play some Dave the Diver. Those things might still happen, simply because now I don't have a ton of activities to do between me and vacation. You know, I don't have the cash flow I thought I was going to. But I do love playing video games. I'm going to take Palia with me when I go to the island, but I think that's probably the only thing I can get away with playing, and I'm not even sure I can get away with playing it because I'm not sure what my data situation is going to be out there. So I was thinking maybe I should bring the Switch, because the Switch has a higher concentration of games I wouldn't need an online connection to play, but I don't want to play any Switch games. What I actually want to play a Supermarket Simulator. Believe me, if I could drag a keyboard and a 10 key out there with me, I would, but the thought of playing that game on the Steam Deck, now that I played it for real, I could never go back. So it'll just have to be a weird game that I play on the hybrid setup. But that's fine because I don't exactly have 4K slash not even 1080i slash P capability. I think I'm at 1080p. I think I'm at 12. I might not. I can't remember what resolution. Yeah, I think it's 1080. I think, well, the PlayStation is definitely crashing. The PlayStation definitely do a 1080, but the ones I do with Facecam, oh, I promised I was going to do Facecam for the second one of these. I'm sorry. I'm just having a good time cleaning this roof. Next week, I promise. Facecam PowerWash Simulator. I may even do an hour. Yeah, next week, Facecam. I mean, maybe a stream? I don't know. The plan, once I get back to having early access caught up to date, which, let me just go ahead and pimp the early access. I got a Patreon. It's linked in the description below. And if you slide me $5 a month, I will give you early access to my videos. Now, obviously, you're watching this one whenever I got around to releasing it, but I can assure you at this point in time, there's other videos, maybe of this exact same game, that are just like sitting in a playlist called Early Access on my channel, because the algorithm won't allow me to give you more than one a day. It just won't. I've tried. Every time I do more than one video a day, my numbers go to kaput. So I came up with this early access program to combat the fact that I play a lot more video games than I actually am allowed to make videos for. And you, for a premium fee, of course, can see them just as much as you want. That's the great thing about the early access playlist. They're all in there. It's regularly updated, regularly in quotation marks. And you can just watch the videos that aren't released to your heart's content. And as far as I know, it doesn't have any negative consequences on me or my channel. And even if it does, who cares? Shoutouts to you for watching my videos. Nonetheless, if you sign up for that, I'm pretty sure there are some more PowerWash Simulator videos on there by now, because I doubt I've had the energy to, or I imagine I got started with something like Prince of Persia, or maybe just went back to Hollow Knight during the week, and all the other days are jammed up. So, I've given some thought to running some like private early access only games, but I just don't have the bandwidth right now. I feel like I would have to be really, really far ahead to even consider that possibility. And even then, I probably wouldn't want to do that. I would probably then want to stream. Like, I'd probably just get in the habit of streaming during at least a portion of the day when I would be recording, so I don't make too many extra recordings. But that's all way down the line when I start making more money than I know what to do with doing this. Right now, even if they did start paying me, I would have a long way to go before I could, comfortably say I just do this with my personal time, with my free time. But I have ideas. I got games in mind. And I like to think that if you, intrepid viewer, want to see it, if you want to support, if you want to make it happen, it'll very much be worth your time, very much worth your while. I got a lot of great ideas, got a big old brain. Just don't have an infinite amount of spare time or resources to make my dreams happen just yet. But I'm going to see which of these insane gambits I got going on bears fruit first. The YouTube thing seems to move quickly, but I can't imagine the dividends are going to be that high when and if I finally actually start making money, much less if I keep making recordings that get copyright stricken. And that's kind of the trick, because I like making YouTube videos. Like, I like doing this. That's why I do it. So for me to do something else, even like streaming, would mean that I'd have to be so comfortable doing this, like I wouldn't have the motivation to do this, and I just don't see it right now. I have a lot of really cool video ideas I want to do when I have more time and energy to edit. something I was actually hoping to get to this year, you know, but unfortunately I've had some hardware problems. Some stuff has exploded in my personal life. Oh, you know, we can talk about, let's not talk about the sad stuff. Let's talk about the Patreon, you know, because the Patreon, I do polls over there. Let me stop telling that lie. I do poll over there. I did one so far. There's another one coming. I have ideas. And they voted for Animal Well. Now, I ran the same poll on my channel. The very same poll, in fact, and they didn't vote for Animal Well at all. They voted for Sons of the Forest. But I've got enough money in the Patreon till. You know, I've got enough support at this point that I'm just going to do both. So that's what I mean, you know, like down the line, we may reach a point when you guys could vote in a game that maybe only Patreons will ever get to see, because I'm just not going to put it on the channel, maybe for like a year or ever. Not a first run game, not an interesting game, just a video I do for you guys, but Animal Well will definitely be coming up on the channel very soon. And since I have the shekels, I will probably do Sons of the Forest too. Now, Sons of the Forest is also, it's huge. It's a big game with a lot going on. And it's scary. So I don't know, you know, like I don't know if my Steam Deck can run it, for starters. We'll see what the recordings wind up being like, but Animal Well, I am pretty excited about going forward with. If only because I got just asked what kind of underwear I wear. Or to bed, you know, sleepwear, not underwear. Sorry. Had to respond to that text. But you know, we're just going to keep it moving. We're just going to keep it moving. And I would like you very much to get involved. So, by all means, get involved. Leave me a comment. Leave me a like. Leave me a subscribe. Ring the bell. So you can help me drive this channel. Because as much fun as I'm having just playing whatever game that, you know, crosses my mind, I would love to play a game that you want to see. I'm not going to just play any old game because I don't like just any old game, but clearly I don't know every game that's out there, and also a lot of my opinions, you know, maybe not biased, but they're, you know, I just want to know what you guys think. I just want to know what you guys want. Like with Cleanser, you could just like plow through this like the normal stuff, but I don't mind taking the time. Eventually, it's going to give me, you know, it's just going to cut me a break, I assume, while I'm working on one of these ugly green spots. But I'm not sure where Bungalow Roof ends and Porch Roof begins, he said, discovering where Bungalow ends and Porch Roof begins. Come on, weird green stuff. Surrender, give up your soul to my PowerWasher. Oh, got the wall from up here. That's what's dope. Still no Bungalow Roof, huh? Alright, that's totally fine. That's totally fine. I bet you there's some porch roof down there I gotta get, but I can work with it. There we go, porch roof taken care of. Still working on this Bungalow roof, but we can get this gutter while we're here. It's Grim Reaper gutter. There we go. Bungalow, nailed the Bungalow roof. So there is like, there we go, this looks like an unclean gutter. There's a big old to-do list in the pause menu that you can see everything that needs to be done. And when you get the game down to about, you know, like 3 things left to do, it actually pops up like a little to-do list on the side of the screen. That's a nice touch, it's a nice feature. Prony baloney. There we go. Oh, that was post. There was wall. Boom. Oh, chimney. So disgusting. It's all chimney, though? It's all chimney. Yeah, I'm still working on this bungalow roof. Hang on a second, chimney. Trying to figure out where this bungalow roof still needs some work. Now, this gutter's gross, right? I'm stuck. The navigation is not perfect. So if you are not familiar with 3D controls, analog sticking it around, etc., this game will get you. The jumping is kind of clunky. The movement's kind of clunky. The aiming is kind of clunky, especially on the slopes. Second you take a ladder up, try to use a slope. Like, look at my speed, you know, and it doesn't give you a good indication of why I'm walking slow. I mean, maybe there's a gameplay reason, like, you know, the character is being more careful, but I feel like if that was the case, they would put another posture indicator up on the screen that says, listen, because you're doing this, you're moving slow. I think this is just buggy navigation. But again, they've built a ton of maps for this thing, so I'm not actually sure if this is the kind of thing that gets better in the later maps, you know? It just wasn't so great early on. Man, Bungalow Roof is just tripping. But we still got gutter over here to play with. And I guess we're going to have to come down from up top. I thought for sure we got everything from the bottom up except for the chimney over here, but let's just go ahead and pour it on. Let's put on the green. Never in between. And wrap it up. Oh my. It's disgusting schmutz. Disgusting. That's such a disgusting, gross texture you put on there, developers. I don't know the name of the development team on this. I think it got bought by Eidos or Square Enix or something. Well, I don't think Eidos exists. I think Square Enix is Eidos now, but I think that's who ultimately bought this and started publishing it most thoroughly for the rest of the world. I guess we're going to need a cleanser for this, too. Tragic, because, yeah, these brown spots, man, they need attention. They need love. Some super bird came along and just, like, dropped the Duke of infinite proportions. Super infinite bird Duke proportions. This is gross, right? Didn't get this part over here either. What's wrong with you, Sam? You're slipping. It's late. I wasn't supposed to be power washing this much. You were supposed to let me go to bed after I did the game a little bit. Instead, you got me out here power washing a chimney. Listening to lo-fi hip-hop that my fans can't hear. I mean, I didn't already give it the business now. You might as well just wrap it up for me, chimney. Thank you. Booyah, caution. I still ain't hit the thing, so now I guess we got to check the check mark. Gutters, 2 or 4. Right, so I gotta deal with the Grim Reaper gutters. You're in a done gutter. You are a done gutter. You are a not done gutter. Can't imagine I'm hitting this at the right angle, but maybe just the splash zone will be enough. Boom. And then there's one more gutter over here. Oh, so disgusting. But I'm definitely not hitting the disgusting part of this gutter. Where's the disgusting part? Is it underneath? Is this part of it? Is this part? Yeah, this is part of it. Alright, I just never got this one. Another nasty, rusty gutter. I'll handle this with the power of water. Alright, wall, post, garage door, window frame. Okay, you just get over there. And then we're gonna do... I know I said I wasn't gonna get real particular, but... You know, I'm a liar, you can't trust me. I'll tear your mind out, I'll burn your soul, I'll turn you into me, I'll turn you into me. Right? Posts? Love me some posts, they make Raisin Bran. I told you, the 99 is real. It just eats your brain. It makes you... Why isn't this clean? You should be clean. Okay. Who else? Posts. If I hit 'em high, hit 'em high, hit 'em high, and you hit 'em low, hit 'em low, hit 'em low. It seems insane that this post could not be completed, but... something was really under... Oh, porch fence. My utmost of bads, I apologize, post fence. I thought we had a big old porch party last episode and just wrapped you entirely, and it turns out I left early, leaving you unfulfilled. Will allow me to satisfy you in the way that only a pro power washer can. With a thorough wash and rinse with the green. Porch fence completed. Door fence. Oh no! Another porch fence not completed! I am disappointed. There we go. Porch fences. Yeah, that's you, right? And then posts. Are you a post? Well, yeah, you're a post. Hit it with the sniper. Yeah, like the lasers, you know, like the Jedi lightsaber precision, you know, just like... I mean, or not, you know, you don't have to go while I'm doing my bit, right? You could wait until later, because I, you know... Not trying to entertain an audience here, not trying to keep a flow going or anything, I just... It's your world power wash simulator, I'm just living in it. Shooting my laser beams. Zort. Zort. It's got to be like in the grain, you know? There's got to be like some actual in the grain. I also can't imagine I missed a bricks, but I guess there's way more bricks than I gave myself credit for. Are you guys a bricks? You guys are a bricks? There's a bricks. Hans bricks! There we go. 1 bricks. 2 bricks. Alright, maybe don't do that. Final bricks. Job complete. And you get the lovely, lovely time lapse. Now, last time I saw the game, your person wasn't on the time lapse, so it's nice to see now that they've added that to it. And you can even rewatch the time lapse, which I think is pretty cool. Anyways, all right. Now, can you rewatch the old ones? I just wanted to see. Yeah, I guess I didn't finish the other one, but I just wanted to see. So you can redo the time lapse on this? Yeah, it's so nice.